estudiaron. Muy bien.
Yo sí.
Bien que lo sacamos, ¿no? We have cooking methods.
Yes.
We have the poultry bread, chicken part, and laddering and tools, everything. A ver, Juan, tú eres Juan Pablo Rodríguez.
Yo soy Pablo Rodríguez y él es Juan Pablo.
¿Dónde es Pablo? Pablo
Sí.
Rodríguez y Juan Pablo. Sí. Okay.
I start. I'm going to talk about cooking methods. Cooking methods are divided into two types. Dry head cooking and moist head cooking. The dry head cooking, the characteristic is they work with a lot of heat, with a lot of heat, like 300 Fahrenheit, and non in a short time, and it's the opposite. Other divided of dry head cooking is a dry oil with oil, and the characteristic is we have going to have a deep frying, and when we don't use water. And the other is dry head. It's roasting, broiling, and sauteing. And with a moist head cooking, it's we can work with wine, water, with liquids.
Okay, I'm gonna talk about the kitchen equipment. It's
Anything else to add about cooking method? Don't worry if your information is the same they have. Okay? Talk and explain the same.
The dry head cause infection of the cell, cause the electrolyte membrane is toxicity, and the dry and moist head cause protein degradation, and fermentation.
Okay.
well, I was gonna talk about the kitchen equipment because it's the one that I understood the most. And well, there are different kind of kitchen equipment and also restaurant equipment. For an example, the tables that are basic in the restaurants, they have to have like the nice furniture, like according seats to what's happening on the ceiling and all the lights and everything. And also in the kitchen, for an example, the pans, the pots, the knives and everything, all the stoves and everything must be according to the type of restaurant and type of food served. And also all the glassware, for example, the wine glasses, the mug cups, the acoustical considerations also. For example, there shouldn't be too much echo in the restaurant so that people can talk and it isn't so loud. And that's what I understood the most of the kitchen equipment. I read it all, and also the architectural designs are very important. For an example, I read about that in a restaurant, if you put red color in the walls, people are more able to eat food that it's more spicy. But if you put like palette colors in the walls, for an example, a palette blue, they are not so like going on to eat spicy food. It's depending because of psychology and everything, and also from the cutlery. It's depending on the food that you're eating, the cutlery that you're using. You don't use the same forks that you use for salads, that the same forks that you use for meats, or the knives, or for an example, the knife of the meat and the knife of the cheese and the knife of the butter. They are not the same. So it's according.
Okay, anything else about cutlery?
Well, I have cutlery, chef cutlery. They are the most important are three. The chef knife, they're like 5 or 10 inches. They chop vegetables. They cut up chicken, a good sliced meat, and the most important. The other is paring or utility knife. It's smaller, 2 or 4 inches. They it's the ideal for finer kitchen tasks. And the serrated knife is more small, larger, think like 9 or 10 inches, and then it's important to slicing bread.
Okay.
I have a lot of types of yes.
Can you explain? Yeah.
Explain the dinner fork, salad fork, fish fork, seafood, beef fork, and dessert spoon.
That was the one you sent me, just vocabulary.
Yes.
The work that the research, it was just vocabulary. I told you not too much vocabulary. That was the first one. Okay.
Well, not to know altogether. Well, we have the factor chicken. They are 80% from whale buried in the jungle. They are area of the West Factor and the rooster are used for the meat and the chicken meat and eggs. Then we have the domestic chicken. They have the domesticated next door, and it's very rich for protein and low fat. The domestic dogs, we have the Ireland Court dog and Peking. They are more common. And the Perulero dog meat is less rich in fat than another breeds. The domestic geese are raised primarily for meat, but also produce excellent fathers. The American bull and the brown pilgrim goes on has 10 European communicable. Las pintadas, they are usually do not hatch their egg, but they can use their meat. And the pigeons and dogs in countries where it's practiced raising pigeons and dogs, poultry dogs only they ensure that the birds stay the night and seeking their food themselves. In the chicken part, we have the whole chicken. It is all the chicken, all the parts intact, and consisting in black and white fat. The poultry half, the chicken is split, show the breast and back, and the other half is of dark and white and dark meat. Many parts.
Something else?
Yes, for an example, I read about the poultry breeds, and I read that there are not the same types of chicken that they use, for an example, for making eggs, than for the meat. They raise them differently. For an example, in a dog, you don't raise the same way a dog that is gonna be used only for his meat than a dog that is gonna be used for foie gras or something. It's not the same food, it's not the same conditions of life, and it's also not the same time of life. For an example, a chicken that is gonna be making eggs has a life from an average from 2 to 3 years, and a chicken that is only gonna be used for meat lasts like 1 year maximum, and from that to the bottom, some only get raised by 3 months or something like that. So it's not the same type of breeds that you can see there between different types of needs of the chicken. And well, there's also some exotic chicken parts that are not used very